Today I'm taking on 5-star versus 1-star experiences in one of the most expensive cities in the world, Toronto. We're talking luxury hotels versus sketchy motels. Uberizing a $500,000 Rolls Royce versus a $5,000 beat down car. Fine dining at 5-star restaurants versus affordable eats at your local deli. Shopping at expensive stores like Louis Vuitton to your everyday 1-star stores. And luxury gyms versus the cheapest places I could find. Let's see if spending thousands a day to live a luxury life is really worth it, or if I can still live an enjoyable life while struggling. For the 5-star car, I ordered a Rolls Royce Ghost, which goes for around $500,000. It's driven by top celebrities, athletes, musicians, and the list goes on. It even came with our own personal chauffeur. I know some people would still consider it an Uber, but it hits different when the guy's in a suit. Come on. So we're in the Rolls Royce, you know what I mean? Very nice car. Got a nice chauffeur, very nice guy. I'm here with my boy Eamon, yo. What would you compare it to a Lambo?
I've driven Uruses, Archons. If you're like a passenger, Rolls Royce, Range Rovers are great because they're so comfortable.
And Eamon was absolutely right. One of the best things about this car ride was how comfortable the seats were. Hella spacious in the back, and he even had a nice sunroof where you could pop out if you wanted to. The windows rolled down smoother than a baby's butt, no diddy. And I even voluntarily went to the front seat just to see how comfortable it'd be up there. And one thing I can tell you is that it was nice, trust me. My experience in the Rolls Royce was easily a 5 out of 5, but now it was time to test the 1-star car. The car wasn't the cleanest to say the least, but I'm not a bougie guy, so I don't really care. The car didn't ride as smooth as the Rolls Royce, obviously because it was much cheaper. The driver was a really nice guy, just like the last chauffeur, and he was playing some good tunes, so I couldn't complain. Once again, I went to the front seat just to see the difference, but it was pretty much the same, just a normal car experience. The car could have been much cleaner, so I'm gonna have to give this a slight 2-star out of 5. Next up, me and the boys pulled up to Yorkville, which is the luxury shopping capital of Toronto. The store we hit was Louis Vuitton, one of the most prestige stores in the world. I was filming peacefully, showcasing the inside of the store, but then they told me I couldn't film, so I had to keep it low-key. Louis Vuitton, if you're viewing this, I'm sorry for breaking rules. But overall, the store was really good as expected. Other than the aesthetic, one of the best things about it was definitely the quality of the clothes. These boys even had couches in their store, like, yo, can't tell me that's not luxury. Come on, bro. The people who were helping us navigate the store was some bad Asian things who go to UFT. Unfortunately, I couldn't get them on cam because store policy, but other than them being beautiful, they were really nice. Next up, we pulled up to a store right beside called Winners, which isn't the highest rated store, but it's still your everyday store with all the essentials. The shorts were of decent quality, way higher than the store's rating, and to be honest, low-key, I could wear that to a wedding. The interior of the store just looked like a normal factory, obviously not as luxurious as Louis Vuitton, but who am I kidding? We're going there for shopping, not for the looks. All in all, I'd have to give the store a slight 4 out of 5. It was actually pretty nice. Next up, I showed up to a hotel in downtown Toronto which didn't have the best reviews. But you know what? Let's read some of them. Robbie Lynn F said, unclean. We stayed for one night and had a decent time. Didn't use the room much because we were out and about. But in the morning, we moved the pillow and to my horror, there was a dried what appeared to be feces. You guys know what feces is, it's poop. On the headboard and also stained upon the back of the pillow where my kid's head laid all night. Bro, I didn't even want to go in the room anymore, like what the? But I went anyways because that's the type of guy I am. I didn't expect the elevator to be this clean because of how low rated the hotel was, but it was good. I'm gonna give it a slight 4 stars. As I hopped in the room, I was expecting to see problems straight off the bat, but let me not get ahead of myself. There's much more to see. Guys, to be honest, the room right now looks literally decent. I don't know what's up with the reviews. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't know. I see some stuff that are wrong with the room, which I don't understand why. Let me show you guys. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's sugar or some other type of flour perhaps. Am I tripping or these towels aren't the cleanest, you know what I mean? Last time I checked, the towels are supposed to be folded in the washroom. Got a missing strand, I don't know what that is. And now I figured it was time to check out the washroom. Alright guys, the washroom right now is looking decent. It's kind of what you would expect from a room that's not rated that high. But these are the problems with it. As I just showed you guys, looks like we have skid marks. Like, come on, bro. But to be honest, in general, I have no idea why the room was rated that low. I don't know how bad the people before me's experiences were, but mine is decent so far. The shower's looking decent, you know? We got some good soaps. I'm gonna give the shower a 5 out of 5. Now let's get to the most important part of the experience. Testing 1 star and 5 stars, you know how it goes. But coming to a hotel, the most important thing is seeing how comfortable it is. You know what I mean? You're staying here tonight, so you have to see, is it comfortable? Can I stay here with my kids? Can I stay here with my family? You know what I mean? Let's test out the bed. Let's go. Oh. Okay. I like it. This bed is actually very comfortable. I got a king size bed. I look comfortable, bro. I'm gonna invite my friends over later. You know what I mean? I'm joking. Let's also check out the view. Okay, decent. Not anything spectacular. It is downtown Toronto, the best city in Canada, biggest city in Canada, most populated city in Canada. So I'd expect something more demure. You know what I mean? Actually, no, this is the 1-star. Never mind. Now it was time to go to the 5-star Airbnb to compare it to the 1-star hotel, just to see which one is better. It was around a 20-minute drive, so not too far. The first thing I noticed was the elevator being absolute trash, but it was a brand new building, so it's what you'd expect. My first impression of the Airbnb was that it was decent, but one thing I could tell you was that the view was much better than the one at the hotel. Here my boy Evan, yes sir. You guys already know him. Been a minute, yes sir. My boy Eamon.
What up?
I might move here in September. Right now I'm like in and out Hamilton and Toronto, but permanently might be a city I might move in. And then right here, indeed, like if you wake up in the morning, you come out here and then you just reminisce and think like, yo, how am I gonna change the world today? Hi YouTube, yes sir. We got the 5-star room. Let's get it. Okay. Compared to the hotel, I don't know if it's really comparable because at the end of the day, this is a 1-bedroom apartment and the hotel was like a king size, whatever. So I'm gonna give the hotel points on that. I don't know why the hotel was rated so low, but at least here we got a PlayStation, bro. Like, come on, bro. Yo, imagine just laying down here, bro, and then just vibing out, bro. You know, what is it, Hulu? Netflix, and then just watch a movie, enjoy, and then have a good time. And then, yo, I've been lifting, you know, I've been hitting the gym. So let me see my progress, bro. I have no idea how heavy I am now. 82 kilograms. No idea how many pounds that is. I think that's like 180 or something. Next up, we pulled up to one of the highest rated Italian restaurants in Canada, which is called L.a.G. It wasn't too far from the Airbnb, and it was a nice restaurant, nice vibes, nice scenery. Everything was so perfect on the inside, even the Sprite tasted different. Me and the boys went ahead and ordered pizzas, and I'm not even exaggerating, it was one of the best pizzas I've ever ate in my life. Other pizzas at other pizza shops, they cook it nice, but it's not made with love. This one, you can tell a real Italian grandma made it, you know what I mean? Ooh, 5-star for sure, bro. The neighborhood the restaurant was in was also very nice. It feels like I watched like 7 supermodels walk past within like 30 minutes.
How is everything, gentlemen?
Amazing, bro.
Yes? Okay.
Now it was time to leave and go to your 1-star restaurant, but this is not your normal 1-star restaurant. It's even worse. A gas station, bro. I gotta admit, the gas station was a little bit smaller than usual, but it had all your essentials, so I can't complain, you know? Definitely does not compare to the 5-star L.a.G. Italian restaurant, but I went ahead and picked one of the best breakfasts of all time. Oatmeal. I brought the oatmeal home and cooked it up neatly because that's what I do. I added the oats, water, then honey. Put it in the microwave for 1 minute, let it sit there a bit, and then tested it out. A little bit watery, I'm not gonna lie. Taste test. Not gonna lie, that's extremely good, bro. Oatmeal never gets old. Obviously, it doesn't compare to the 5-star pizza. Come on, bro. But this is a classic, childhood classic, so I'm gonna still have to give it a 4 out of 5. Now back to the Airbnb. We visited the gym inside of it, and if I had to describe it in one word, it would be simple but subtle. I know that's 2 words, but anyways. The gym was nice, very aesthetic, pretty small because it's in a condo at the end of the day. High quality dumbbells, high quality racks, and just chill vibes in general. Had to get a few reps in. Shout out to the finance bro drinking water behind me, but yo, the grind don't stop. Lastly, I went to a 1-star gym, but it wasn't really a 1-star gym. It was actually my basement. Look at my boy Milo staring at me and got some reps in, you know? One thing I can say is that the weights are in horrible quality, but it doesn't matter because as long as you're pumping that iron, that's all that matters to me. If you compare it to the 5-star gym, then yeah, the weights are ass. But other than that, there's a bouncy ball, boxing bag, so it has a good amount of your essentials, even a treadmill. I'm never doing that again. But yes, the weights may be low quality, but it got me this physique, so I can't complain.
Subscribe to Ryan Piano. Subscribe to Ryan Piano.
Stop playing with him, Ryan.
What's up, Ryan? Wham, wham, wham. I'm the baby.
What's up, y'all? It's SGA. Make sure you subscribe to Ryan Piano. You cannot guard me. Ryan Piano.
Subscribe to Ryan Piano.